Hey guys, Shaya here and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited because this is me preparing for July team, and I'm so excited because it's totally different from what I have planned before. I mean for the previous months, and now I think I will have time to prepare for August, September, October, etc. But we shall see. So my whole idea for this team for this month is to be a bunch of games like combined together, but the whole team is called Abandoned but Not Forgotten. And the whole idea for Abandoned and Forgotten is those games at one point they were abandoned by the developers or canceled by them, but not forgotten from the community in general. So that's the whole idea, and it was fun to go and to explore this. So yeah, planning for this month are from games that I actually played or maybe not played too much, because in the end of this video you will see something that I'm gonna admit that I have played it, but I actually forgot it about it. But yeah, that's later in this video. So for my cover page, I go a very bold one. Like usual, I go with a lot of details on it. This is BioWare game Anthem. Truth to be so, this is an interceptor. I played as an interceptor. It's lovely. I love the speed. There were a lot of good things need to be said, but also there are a lot of bad things need to be said, and I'm just gonna skip all that and just gonna enjoy the process of doing this interceptor. I'm gonna say one thing that I actually liked is because the way it flies and it's using daggers and stuff like that. I have a thing for knives and daggers and speed, but that's also a totally different story. I like the aesthetic of this one. I don't know, there are a couple of others, javelins. This is also called a javelin. And there were Storm, Colossus, Ranger. Yeah, it was Ranger. But my thing when I saw the first trailer, they showed some kind of a hint. I was like, I love this one. I was so immediately grabbed on this because the way it looks, it's just speaking speed, and I love speed. And yeah, and it's green, which is kind of odd because usually I don't like that much of green, but this is kind of electric green, which I'm gonna talk a bit later how I managed to do that green even more brighter, and this is gonna be very interesting. But till then, I just have to point out that this video is not sponsored. This video is just me having fun with the materials that I'm having. And speaking of materials, you can see that I'm using also my Himimiya. I actually said this correctly this time. Gouache paints, they're lovely. I will try to give you guys a link to all this, all the shops you can find them or try them out if you haven't. I highly recommend Himimiya, especially when you're using in bullet journal who is not watercolor pages. So speaking of the bullet journal, I'm using my notebook therapy Orca. Yeah, I said it correctly, Orca bullet journal. It's kind of weird starting to say the Orca because I'm so used to say my falling stars, but that was my last one, so I have to move on and forward. Anyhow, so, and the other materials that I'm using are also my Ecoline brush pens. You can see them further in this video, and like usual, color pencils and watercolor pencils, and last but not least, my Micron pens. I love using those. And now you can see that I'm actually going through the GUI letters. I try so hard to make this look like inspired from the Anthem logo. so to speak. Actually, the letters of the game, and I just wanted to, incorporate it. Honestly, to make the javelin, the interceptor took me like an hour to make it in real time, not that fast forward like you see now in the video. But also, I spent a lot of time researching and wondering which one of the positions I want to use, because I obviously used a reference for this one. But I had so much fun because I used to draw one of this before in the digital style, like 2-3 years, maybe 4. Don't remember. Anyhow, but I love how it look because it's having this bright green, and that bright green is actually with my neon pencil, which I found quite recently in a local art shop from Kohinoor, and it definitely pop up and make the interceptor more like the real one. I just have so much fun making this one. And one big disclaimer also, in this video you're not gonna see me prepping up my weekly setup because I didn't have time to go there and to make the spreads and the sketches, so I will have to make a separate video especially for that. Plus I have a few days left in my current bullet journal, so yeah, I will spend some time to prep because we are going forward. And I'm so happy and so excited, and I kind of scared. I'm kind of scared as well because I have to go a lot of my comfort zone, but I like to challenge myself because you may know I'm a full-time artist and I love to create stuff and to make new things. So yeah. And now for my monthly spread, it's a total simple. I cannot go in any kind of other way to my monthly, and still I'm in the Anthem theme. I'm gonna use the letters to make the simple dry. I think it's fitting, and this month will be quite good and quite interesting because I'm waiting some of my friends to come visit, and I'm so excited. Anyhow, next spread. This spread is my brain dump, and again it's inspired from interface from where you can choose the javelin from Anthem, and I decided to go like brain dump ideas, venting and plan. And since I did not want to make the gray, I decided to use the colors that are connecting with the javelins. So the first one is Storm, the second one is Ranger, the third one is Colossus, and the last one is the Interceptor. And now for my mood tracker. I'm very excited because it's Jazz Jackrabbit, and you can see that this time I'm having stickers, but before I go there, those stickers are actually from something that I draw as a cover for one of Allan Zax remixes. I'm gonna leave the link below. So yeah, it was one of the first things that I did in this kind of style because this is totally out of my comfort zone, but like I said, I love to challenge myself and it's quite fun. But like usual, I'm having my keys so I can see them, and because the big mood tracker feels so empty, I decided to add Jazz Jackrabbit to it and to have this cohesiveness, and it's like every single page is unique and on its own, and I just love that. It's so awesome. I'm having so much fun doing that. And now for my Patreon page. Oh boy, this is a concept art that I use a reference from Wildstar, and truth to be told, I played to it very little, and I think I started to do something like a fan art like 5 years ago or something like that digitally. And the whole idea for this month, Abandoned But Not Forgotten, is actually idea that Allan gave me, and I'm so happy for it because I'm gonna go crazy and wild in my spreads because I was planning everything. Like I had plans for June, I have plans for August, and July was kind of in between, and I was like, what to do in July? And he was like, why not try Abandoned But Not Forgotten? And I was like, oh, that's a very good idea. And kind of brainstorming which games can be included. And yeah, WoW Star is one of those games that it was MMO, but now you cannot play it though because there are no servers, no nothing. So yeah, kind of sad. It was quite beautiful, but yeah, I think this is it. And I had so much fun. This was actually, like I said, one of the concept arts that we found as a reference, and having my own twist to it. And I had a character which was also this kind of race. This is actually a mechanical robot kind of race, and their hair is with crystal, which is kind of cool, and I love that idea. And now for the final segment of this video is my social and my shipping, and now for the final flip through. So this is it for this video, guys. I am so happy for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed creating this. And if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and if you want to see more behind the scenes, consider support me on Patreon or follow me on social media. I will leave links to all my social media in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and talk to you guys soon. Bye!